Hey everyone, VH here. Thank you so much today for joining me on episode number 5 on my non-meta account series. A quick preview of today's video. We are going to see how much Morax improves in the Seal Land now that we have deified the Kiss of Ghost. I know. We are also going to show a bit of Tower of Oblivion and see how well he does in some guild boss fights, as well as having a bit of a general chat. Please like and subscribe. Enjoy today's video, and if you haven't watched the other videos, please watch them, and make sure, as well as watching today's, you watch tomorrow's video. Cheers guys, have a good one. Hey everyone, VH here. Welcome to day 5 of my non-meta account. I am going to be doing a slightly shorter video today. I'm not sure whether people like an hour-long video, or if they prefer half-hour, 40-minute videos, or shorter, or whatever. I don't know if it puts people off seeing that it's an hour long, especially if they don't know the person that they're about to watch. So it ties in nicely, because there isn't as much going on today. I'm going to obviously deify my artifact, which if you didn't watch yesterday, or didn't watch the end, I could have done yesterday and didn't realise it, because I'm an idiot. So I'm going to do that today. We're not going to be able to make it glittery today, but we are going to be able to turn it into Soulseeker's Torch. And in fact, we're going to do that straight away. 100 relics, origin artifact, yeah. I hope this turns into 6-star. Otherwise I've wasted it, because otherwise it meant I wouldn't have had to have done that unless it gives me Afterglow back. Let's just see what it does. Deification will consume all material artifacts above, and the process cannot be regressed. Continue anyway. Oh no, so it's given me, right, so it's giving me back the stuff. So I do have, yeah, it's giving back the Afterglow. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, I'm not going to do that. Ooh, that is very interesting. I'm not going to do it, but that's sneaky. But that would just be me rushing it, right? And I'm going to be spending enough money anyway without wasting it. No, we're not obviously going to do that. That's fine. So let's go to my boy and let's put this on. I think this is going to be fantastic. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. I think this is going to be really good. The thing is, I was thinking about this today. I can't really test this because I haven't got anything like to have as a baseline. He's only 7-star. 10-star. I haven't got far enough in Broken Spaces or the guild fights to like really test stuff out. So I feel like it's just a bit of a moot point testing it out now. But we can do later on, obviously, because that's the other side. I was thinking, let me know what you guys think. There's a few different ways to see. I think this is a really strong artifact. I don't care what anyone else says. I don't care if they put it in trash tier. I don't think it's trash. I'm tempted to keep Morax at 10-star for now until we see what happens with the arena update, because it might make more sense to keep him at 10-star and build all the others out to 10-star. Because with my treasure train, that's going to give him a boost anyway. And so the levels won't make as much of a difference. If I build him up to E2 or E3 by the weekend, and then this Friday the event drops, and that's when the new arena's out, then I won't have him as a 10-star. I can obviously remake him as a 10-star. I could regress him. No, we won't talk about that. So I think, yeah, we are going to build him up. But as I said, we just want to make it make sense. Like this, oh yay, Diamond Fund. There's no point rushing things for the sake of rushing, because otherwise it's just gonna leave me without stuff to actually do. And I would like to do daily stuff whilst it's still fun and enjoyable, and then obviously go to intermittent days when it becomes impossible to make, good stuff. Oh, do you know what I completely forgot? Yesterday, I put out my information and I asked people, I hate the fact I'm doing this live. This could be really embarrassing. And I said, people invite me as your friend. And I didn't really think twice about it. and I haven't checked, and I'm not seeing a little red dot here, which makes me think no one's tried to add me. So this is going to be humiliating if no one's tried to add me. Someone's tried to add me. Oh, it's more than one person. Fantastic. It's 4 people. Yes, excellent. Thank you so much. So Team Random, Say One, DGenBot, and Spiking Tour. Awesome. Thank you for adding me. Just in case anyone else wants to add me, that's my ID. Please add me. I'll accept you. I'm not doing guild stuff with other people at the moment, but I will do once I've cleared the Guild Boss 60, which, to be fair, won't take too long on this account. But that's fine. So what have we done? We've just done Morax. Should we go... We're going to upgrade his stone, and then we're going to do a bit of Seal Land. Because I didn't really do a lot yesterday, but there's no point. Because we're still so early on, I can get to... I'm going to have nothing to re-roll. Fine. That's obviously not a great one for him, but we can keep that. That's absolutely fine. And so let's do a bit of Seal Land. I'm not really expecting to get much further, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've still blocked myself in the newbie growth plan. Yeah, see, he couldn't beat this yesterday. And the only real difference, I mean, he was getting smashed yesterday in this, and the only real difference is that artifact. He stones up a little tiny bit, but it's now precision rather than attack. So, yeah, that's nice that automatically does that. Obviously, when it gets glittery, he's going to start healing off of it as well. So, I've got Aspen tomorrow. Oh, mate. Yeah, see, this is where the healing would have been so clutch. I've got Aspen that I can do tomorrow. But he's not going to have the healing part of it. But I need to do that, and I need to do that properly. If you would like to see Aspen on stream on the video tomorrow, let me know, because I appreciate some people find it boring, and there's no point in me pulling up stuff that you find boring, right? Yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough juice in the tank for that one, but that's fine. But we done 2 levels that we couldn't do yesterday, and that's just from having the artifact, which is super cool. So yeah, let me know if you want to see me do Aspen tomorrow. Put Aspen down below. That's all you need to put, just so I know that's what you want to see. So we've got the taverns. Yeah, so this is where we went crazy yesterday. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, you're probably looking at this thinking, that's nuts. I had a lot of the purple scrolls, and I just go for artifacts. But I've got 3 more today to do. Yeah, at least I got 1. I was about to say it's going to be very expensive otherwise, because we're still going for the reds. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And we're still at the point where it's cost us now 60 per, 80 per. Yes. Orange artifact shards. Fantastic. Because we need them for the weekend to make everything glittery. The artifact glittery. So we do need some orange artifacts. Obviously, later on in the game, artifacts aren't a problem. At the very start of the game, it's a bit of an issue. So we'll see. We won't do too many of these. I feel like it was possibly boring for everyone yesterday watching it, but I got really lucky. I had like a nice little run through. 6-star. This isn't, the way I'm doing this isn't really efficient. It's efficient if you stop. So the way to do it, it costs you 20 every time you're changing it, right? So if you're going from 3-star to change it to whatever, even if you just change it once, the chances are, we'll do this because I want a 5-star quests, that you're going to be making extra gems. But I'm doing this purely for artifacts, and I'm going to rush through it and probably not do all of them. Next time I get a 5-star, I'll stop, whether it's artifacts or not, because we'll just do it. We'll do it. I'll do these off video. That's absolutely fine. I think we're stuck. Yeah, we're stuck because I'm an absolute idiot. Those that don't know, I left it on auto battle with Morax in Aspen Dungeon, and because he doesn't heal himself, he just eventually got chipped down and died, and I wasn't looking. But yeah, because I've done some campaigns today, so we shouldn't get... And I've done Tower, but we can go further in Tower. Ooh, we need to do Guild. Let's do a little bit of Guild. We're going to go... We'll do our settlement, which will be this one here. And I think... Yeah, so 2 more days, and I can do that, which is fine. See, it's interesting. I wonder, have any of you guys tried to join here, or is this just random people trying to join? I don't know, but none of them are going to join my guild, unfortunately. Oh yeah, something else I was thinking about the other day. Yeah, I've got guild coins and I haven't been doing it. I don't want to burn through them because of the growth plan. So we'll do. Oh no, don't do that. We'll do up to 20, and we'll do this up to 20. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Battle. And we'll just do a couple of these. Someone pointed out yesterday, I didn't take a note of the name. I think it might have been Leaf. Someone pointed out yesterday that the reason that I can skip battles before I was level 70 was because my VIP level. I didn't realise that was part of the VIP privilege. So thank you so much. Again, anytime you see or hear me make a mistake, just let me know. Because it helps me. Yeah, never be afraid to point out a mistake. And I'm also going to have another look at Gaggy later, because now a couple of people have said to me to take a look at him. I think it's really difficult when people ask you for your opinions on something. If you've got an opinion starting off that you don't like someone or something, it's very hard to look at it like objectively. And so yeah, when someone said about Gaggy, I said build it. I think it was Nightcaps. So I said, build your account with it, because I'd love to see an account built around non-meta heroes, hence this. So even though I don't like him, if you like him, build him. And then someone else put today, Terra, said, oh, he's actually strong and da-da-da. So I will look at him. I think what puts me off with heroes like Gaggy is when their skill set is so dense in text, so it's quite hard to even understand what they do. It's not hard to understand what they do, but there's a lot there. What it basically says to me is, well, you have to set up for it, and it's going to be inconsistent, because otherwise it would just be like Morax's, which is like, yeah, he hits and burns. That's it. So with Gaggy, where it says all this different stuff, there's countdown timers and I don't know. I can see why he'd be strong because of the damage reduction, but he's not for me. But we will possibly look at him later on. And again, anyone that has any accounts like Gaggy as your main or as your secondary, let me know. I think it's fascinating. I'd love to do a series where I look at accounts that are non-meta and see what can be done with them, because there's just no documentation for them, right? Because most people, well, a lot of people obviously don't have a YouTube channel, and they don't put stuff in on the Discord or the Reddit because they get shut down. And obviously content creators, the main content creators aren't going to do it because it's not the most efficient way. So you don't get to see heroes like Morax or Flora or Gaggy or anyone like that get their flowers. Like, you just don't see it. So yeah, if anyone has one and they'd like to show it off, I'd love to have a look at it and make videos on stuff like that. I think that'd be really interesting to see. It doesn't matter what stage of the game you're in, if you're early, mid, late game, whatever. I'd love to see it. But yeah, I mean, Morax is doing good. We'll look at his damage after. That's a habit I've got to break out of doing. I've done it yesterday. I watched my video back and I realised I'd done it in Sealand. I skipped through all of Holmes Young's fights. I caught myself doing it at the time because I was like, oh, don't skip all of Morax's fights, because that's what I'm used to doing, because I don't... I need to change the figures as well here. I don't see much merit in watching the fights because you're just clicking fight. But 244 million. Nice. Yeah, I don't see much merit in it. That'll make it easier. Let's see what we've got here. Claim all this. This is with guild coins and striver points. Let's see what Cthulhu's been doing today. He's been doing alright. My guy's been doing alright. I did notice that we had this stuff here. Oh, yeah, we can get... Do you know what's funny? I've done all these like beginner guides, and I just go against everything I suggest. My situation is different because, one, I kind of semi know what I'm doing. Yeah. And two, I'm spending. So the way that I would play my account is going to be completely different to how I recommend other people play their accounts. So for instance, with this, I said don't get any of the shards unless you want to get a dark shard. Go for this guy. But like for my account, having an extra red artifact, a red treasure, isn't going to do an awful lot. And shards are more fun. But as in normal people's account, go for the treasure shards. Or if you're going for light and dark, maybe go for the dark hero. Don't go for the rest. No one should ever go for the light shards. And we're going to actually go into that now. I've got loads of treasures. Let's go. Fuck's sake. That's so annoying. I had this with the Homes Young, and now I've got 2 Ignis copies, like within 4 days of the account starting, but I'm not going to build Ignis. It's non-meta. I don't know, because obviously she's meta, but perhaps I could get away with using her because she's not the main part of the team. I don't know if I feel like that's cheating. I know I've already asked people to put stuff down below today. Is Ignis cheating? Because I won't use her if people think it's cheating. I will use her if they don't. I don't know if that's cheating or not. So I'm not going to use her at the moment. I'm not going to feed her out or anything. We'll see. We'll see what we're going to get done. What else did we have? Oh, and also another thing. Fantasy Arcade. I got really far in Fantasy Arcade on my main account. I think it's mind-numbing. But do people want to see it? Because again, I think it's like Arena. I love Arena, but people don't. So maybe people like watching Fantasy Arcade. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. For sure. I'm never doing Ethereal Realm. I claimed one of these out the other day. That's fine. We'll go through our dailies. Who knows if we get something we want. That'd be cool. Get a 5-star out of that, wouldn't it? Ah, the other thing as well. Apparently, the next Wishing Queen event is the big one. So, I am going to be buying Wishing Coins like a madman from here and mainly from the Aspen Dungeon. So if you see me buy them, that's why. Is the issue at the start, and again I say speaking, it was like a 2-line conversation each way. Was it Nightcaps? We were kind of talking about getting like an A copy for Morax. And I said, I don't know if I want to do it because it's expensive. And he said, well, don't break yourself. And it's like, it's not literally about the money, it's the resources, right? To do the Starry Gems to buy Morax limits what I can do in events, because getting resources this early in the game is very difficult as a newer player. And I haven't got an unlimited pot of money, right? I will spend if it requires it. I have 0 impulse control and very twitchy fingered. And for content's sake, there is nothing I won't do. Just so you guys know how much I appreciate it. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, why am I not watching these battles? Like, I'm not in a rush. But I think the reason I'm probably not watching them... See, that's Garuda. That's not really interesting. Oh, I won't beat him. I want to see, like, an Eloise. I want to see an Eloise account. It's just Garudas. Bleaker. Oberon, I think, sneaky. 10-star Garuda. But with a Freya and a Rogan and a Tix, that player knows what they're doing. Yeah, this is so weird. Because I noticed he's just in the Brave trial. I get why, to be honest with you, actually, I do know why loads of people have Garuda. I think in another week's time, more people will have Eloise. I think they're struggling to get maybe copies of her. So everyone's building up. But then loads of people had Homes Young built up. Fiona and Tix. We are eventually just going to have to fight someone. I mean, there's no point battling one of these guys because they're just going to smack the crap out of me. I now want to find someone that's got at least... listen, we'll just go against Garuda. I'd expect we'd do alright. And he's only got 2 teammates, so the follow-up attacks aren't going to be as brutal. Yeah, I'm just going to... batter him. That's fine. PvP the first couple of weeks isn't the most fun. We're not going to do interdimensional arena. For sure, though, when we... Ooh. Let's check the marketplace out. When we get our team built up a bit more, so this time probably next week, maybe 10 days or so, I'm gonna do an arena video where I'm gonna save up all my little arena tokens. In fact, I might as well start buying them in preparation. And I'm gonna do like an arena video where I go through and just see what kind of teams I do well against, what teams I suck against. Oh, actually, is my guild not gonna be high enough level? Excellent. So I've got 1 guild token. Oh, that's another thing. I want to. Oh, wow, 375. Yeah, this is where I'm thinking. I think I'm definitely going to go for these. But then I also thought, talking about Morax and the A copies, I was thinking about buying loads of these. How do I get them? I know I can get them from. Is it the daily package? Yes, it's £1 each. So I don't really. And obviously, you're not guaranteed to get anything good. Everything else I can kind of just. I'm happy enough buying. I would hate to spend real money on that. That's shocking. If anyone's ever bought that deal, you need to look at yourself in the mirror. Because that is terrible. Terrible value. This... Where is it? Where's... This sucks. I bought this for the first few times on my main account. And the fact that you get like 16 in a month... 16 treasures for like £20, I don't think it's good value at all. I don't think it's good, especially because it takes a month to get there. I feel like this made sense when they first released it. I wasn't here when they first released it. I was part of my break. But yeah, I don't think that that's a good representative value personally. So what else have we got to do? So right, let's try now. Let's try. Because I ran tower yesterday, and this is where I died. I'm looking at it thinking, how on earth did I die there? I was just auto battling, so I wasn't physically. So I didn't physically see it. Oh, and someone else made the very good point. I got really confused how I died in the Brave Trial yesterday on one of the fights, because then I was just auto clearing the Brave Trial fights, and then when I looked at them, and I revived everyone, and I'd done the fight again. I couldn't figure out how I died. And the guy pointed out it was Oberon. Oberon was probably the one that killed me. And then looking back, yeah, it was definitely would have been the Oberon. I just got lucky. I just either got unlucky in the first or lucky in the second fight. But I'm definitely seeing the uplift in this, because I said I was losing these fights yesterday when I'd done them off camera. These are the fights I was losing to, which, to be fair, is embarrassing. Looking at the heroes. Because on my free-to-play ones, I kind of whizzed up to 600, but then I'm like 5 days in, so maybe I'm being well too pessimistic. But they're not even touching me now. Yeah, right, now we're getting to some actual bloody 5-star heroes, or 3 of them, Fatmu and Gusta. Does anyone else know why they made these guys look so similar? I've never understood this in the same faction. Really strange, really lazy. Bear in mind how cool they both kind of look. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this week goes. Oh, again, I just want to say something. I've said this every episode, pretty much. But the reason I've said it is because it's absolutely true. Every day for like the past 4 days has smashed my total views, and more importantly, because views are important, but watch time's more important. It's absolutely annihilated it. So I love the fact that so many of you are watching, and also that so many of you are sticking around to the end. Like, I see that in the analytics. So what's weird is my first video on this, on this playthrough, pardon me, has the most views, but it has by far the lowest, the least average watch time. And then yesterday's and the day before has least views, but like 30% average watch time, which is great, as in 30% of the time they were getting to the end, like when I look at the video. So yeah, the watch time is actually quite similar between them, even though one has more views than the other. But I really do appreciate it, and I know it must get annoying. I think I'd be annoyed when people say stuff like, "I like and subscribe." I completely get why it's annoying. I used to get annoyed by it. But the same token, since I've started doing this, I feel like it's so vital to get across. Like, please do it. If I had like 1 million subs, I wouldn't be asking. I wouldn't be asking for likes or subs. But I know that it does make a big difference on YouTube if your video is getting watched. Not just the views, but how long they're looking for. And if it gets liked, it makes a big difference to who else they're pushing it to. So I fully understand if you don't like my content. Though admittedly, you won't be watching 25 minutes in, I wouldn't have thought. But if you are liking my content, please leave a cheeky little like. Because I don't want to bombard people with stuff like that. Same as like the community posts. I wanted to put out a couple of posts. One post a day I wanted to put out. And there's a couple of other times I wanted to do it. But the last time I put one up, I actually had someone unsubscribe. So they're like, what's this guy doing on my feed? Bye. So I don't know if it annoys people putting out community posts. It's never something that's bothered me. But I'm finding out a lot of things that I like and dislike aren't held in the same regard by other people. So yeah, just let us know what you think. Does that annoy you? And if you are liking, yeah, like me please. Just so everyone's on the same page, I am drinking Ultra Rosa today. Monster Ultra Rosa. And my vape is Double Apple. Double Apple for the win. Don't vape. And to be fair, don't drink Monster either. I love Monster. Do you know what would be awesome? And I'm just saying this. Just thinking out loud. If I got like 1,000 subs and I started streaming and I had 300-400 of you watching, do you reckon Monster would like send me a free fridge, like a little mini fridge, so I could just have it in the background? Do you reckon they'd do that? I think they might, because what are those fridges, like $60-70? Part of the agreement would be they have to fill it with Monsters. That's part of the agreement. So say it costs them $100, then it might encourage you guys between you to go out and buy 100 cans and make their money back. Yeah, that'd be fun. Right. If you're watching to this point, what you're going to see, because I realised earlier, when I put up my settings, that I released my email address. So I'm going to cut that out because I don't want you guys to know my email address. So if you see it, I'm going to have to put something in the preview about that. So I'll mention it in my little preview before the video. So you'd already have known. So I said it, yeah. So I don't even know why I'm saying it now, because you're gonna hear it in a bit. Let's finish this up because we're just smashing through. I thought there'd be some good battles, but there aren't. We've done arena. I don't suppose we can do any more campaign. No, because I completed it, and we've done Tower of Oblivion. We don't need to worry about the auction house. We've done Tavern, the market. Yeah, today was a quieter one. It was always going to be, though. I think because Brave Trial was closed and Aspen's closed, we done a bit of Seal Land. That's fine. But the important thing is we got our weapon. Here, I think that's amazing. And it's going to become even better. Just for those of you that don't know, we're going to show you exactly what it does. So the same base stats. When the hero releases active skills or basic attacks, restore self HP equal to 90% of damage dealt. So for someone like Morax, I think that's going to be really strong. It's invalid to dot, which doesn't really matter. When the hero kills an enemy, restore self HP equal to 20% of max HP. So I think we're going to have loads of fun with that. And do you know what I think I'm going to do for Penny? I think I'm going to give her this. And I think she's going to do great with it, is my honest opinion. So yeah, that's something else to look forward to. I basically want to do all the artifacts that people shit on are the artifacts that I want to do, because I was thinking about doing these. Oh, hold on. Yeah, no, that is God Eater. Speed, crit damage, all damage dealt. But then this like gives you the abilities of Penny, and I don't know if that even stacks. But yes, we're going to do that. No one else really shits on any other artifacts, do they? All the other artifacts can't. Oh yeah, well, apart from Wildfire Torch. But I mean, listen, bear in mind this is a non-meta account. I don't even think I can make this work. Everything else is kind of niche enough that people kind of like it. Oh, by the way, as well, have you guys ever actually looked at these artifacts as base artifacts? I think they're really good. Block damage reduction HP. So, like, what an awesome defensive artifact the exotic shield is. And the grimoire is okay. Energy and speed. Control me. But yeah, look, it's 30 minutes in. Tomorrow is going to be Aspen Dungeon. Yeah, and we're probably going to do Aspen. No, it's not tomorrow. It's the day after. I'll figure something out for tomorrow. Certainly will be New Pioneers race, and we'll have a little look. So I'll do a video tomorrow. Wednesday will be Aspen Dungeon. Thursday, I'm going to release my event guide for Friday. I might have a break from doing a video on Thursday just because it gives me a day to catch up on bits, like account bits. Because what I don't want to do is keep on having videos like this where there's not loads of stuff to go through. If there's anything people particularly want me to talk about, let me know. Because, for instance, what I think I will do, I'm going to talk about how I want my team to be built and go into a few of the heroes and explain why I want them. I'm not going to do that today because I think I've got a terrible habit of making it sound as though I'm ending the video and then cracking on for another 5 minutes. So I've already done that tonight. So I don't want to do that. Go through my hero plan and everyone's fucking logged off because I've made it sound like I'm not going to be here anymore. But yeah, so let me know down below what kind of stuff you want me to do. I think I kind of ruined it because I like talking, and I presume that the amount of you that have been watching the hour-long videos don't mind listening to me talk. But I crashed through the campaign today, thinking it was going to be boring, and now haven't got stuff to talk. Like, I've got stuff to talk about, but I haven't got anything to put in the background while I talk. So I'm going to think about that a bit harder. As I said, I'm learning all the time. Any suggestions, tell me. Give me some advice. I really do appreciate any kind of advice, any words given. Anyone that wants to be my friend, still space on my friends list. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe. Stay safe. VH out.